So hi guys, in this video I will talk about the Artillerist arc passive guide about the hyperskill also. So in here first things I should talk about this arc passive. So in arc passive there are three tabs, that evolution and about class engraving and about hyperskill. So this evolution tab is related with the before lilac set of each armor parts and also this stat with accessories. So there are many settings for Artillerist now in like that. So I prepared the presentation. So before the tier 3 Artillerist, there are two builds for the hallucination build and salvation build. Also, these times the Artillerist have two builds like attack speed node build and critical node. So in this first column, second column, third column, first column is happened, and this first column is related with stat. So this node, this column is just fixed, first specialization and just critical. And second node, you can select the crit rate or just damage or damage plus cooldown reductions. Third node, you can select the critical crit rate plus damage or attack speed plus damage. Last node, you can select the critical build with hallucination or just damage build. So this left thing is attack speed node is similar with the tier 3 salvation set. But because now with this node, we don't need to stack the 20 stack of salvation or that penalty. If our HP is become lower, that salvation is off. That penalty is deleted in this arc passive node. Because of this third node, we can get the additional attack speed, but we have the lower damage per cycle. So one future cycle damage is lower than this right node. But because of attack speed, it have the higher DPS. So if you choose to use this build, you should use your or skill tripod with crit rate like before. That I miss is that PHP this crit tripod, LA crit tripod like this. Right things is critical node. We choose the many nodes related with crit rate, and because we can choose one more node, give damage. You can change it to the cooldown also. I will say about later. And this is similar with hallucination set. Because of this last node, our max crit rate is 80%. But because of this node give very many high damage increasement, if you choose this build, your damage per cycle. So one cycle for one wheelchair is very high than this build. But because of low attack speed, have lower DPS and skill tripod case. In this case, just use the crit rate tripod to the homing, this homing and gravity. And for air late, you should use this damage tripod. And for PHP also, you should choose this damage tripod if you choose that critical build. And why I said you that this attack speed have the higher DPS means that supporters earning set attack speed give 15% in tier 3. But after arc passive is opened, this attack speed increasement just become 9%. And also salvation attack speed is 10%, but after you choose this node, it increases just 8%, and it means we lose the 8% of the attack speed with just arc passive. And it is similar with the food you can eat by that elderly food, and that many food you can use it in here that you made it. So it is 8% if you sum it. And next is the evolution tab another builds. I said you in critical build, you should choose this crit rate, but you can choose attack speed also. But in this case, it have the very low damage, so I don't recommend it. And second build, you give up this second column crit rate build node because it is just crit rate with 8%. You can cover with the crit synergy member with your static group or adrenaline lilac books. And if you have the static group crit synergy or adrenaline lilac book, these have the most highest damage build in one cycle. So it is very recommended if you have the crit synergy members or have many money, so can buy the lilac adrenaline. And next thing, in second node, I said you there is a node related with cooldown reduction. Because of that cooldown reduction options, it have the highest DPS because there no need to wait the gravity and flamethrower. But in here, in tier 3, you guys should realize that attack higher DPS because of attack speed and cooldown reduction, it have no big meaning in the real life, except it is the super burst part like nowadays in KR. And also, the cooldown reduction things related with runes or this node also affect to the hyper skills. So I think it is also good. And next is class engraving node. It is in here. And in Archbishop, you can select just your free like that. So this class engraving node. Until this first, second, third column, this main line is just your tier 3 class engraving effect. And first node, last node give you the additional effect. BE Artist, this new node is just summon the X turret, and each X turret have the one main normal skills. It means if you summon 3 X turret and if 3 X turret full hit the enemy, its damage is very similar with the homing, allied, PHP, full crit rate case. But in here, this X turret's full hit is very hard, so I think the Artillerist get the just normal arc passive. It is not that hard or no change to the damage cycle, but also damage increasement is not that high. And this in some node there is first, second, third. First node increase the Barrage mode attack speed and Barrage mode crit damage. Second node it makes you the teleport option and increase Barrage mode damage. Third options, now if you take this node, you can maintain your firepower identity with just use skill like adrenaline engraving, not hit. So I will show you the difference of these nodes. And also, if you choose the third sub node, you can increase your all damage increasement. So first thing is teleport. I'll show you in here. Teleport case. Just teleport like that, and what I said is that act. I will show you. Act is someone like that. And let's check the damage of this act. This missile is the main damage. Because I have only 2 act threat, this damage seems like that. And let's check the homing and allied damage similarly. Oh, it is much higher than the 2 act because X crit rate is very too low before. And also this act get the effect by the Barrage mode jam damage also. I don't have now. And next is this sub node. This just increase the Barrage mode attack speed and crit rate damage. And you can maintain your firepower gauge like this. Don't hit, but it is maintained like that. It is end. And next is related with hyper skill. Barrage Artillerists use hyper skill with this. It is very strong. It is one skill damage is similar with one cycle of Barrage skills. So it is essential to take you the hyper skill damage increasement nodes. But in here, hyper ult need almost 3 to 4 minutes to fulfill the gauge. So if that light is very short, hard to fulfill the hyper ult gauge, you should take this hyper skill cooldown reduction node. And it is if the long run light like Kamen or Agil, so can use the hyper ult, recommend to take these hyper ult damage options. And this second node is not open yet, and in this second node, you can change this hyper skill to the casting skill. Can get use the AOA, but there is no information of the delay of motions, so I will make the one more video. Next is skill builds. You should choose one synergy skills about it, and essential skills are these 4 plus 1. Choose these choose one thing in these 2. If you choose allied, have higher damage. If you choose this PHP, have movement skill and more sticker. And selection. Remain skill slot is selected in Nay Farm and Energy Field. And if you choose allied, you can choose one more PHP like this. Nay Farm give you more identity fulfilling and sticker. EF give you push immunity. These things give you more damage. And based on this skill build, you should change your gem, and I will talk about it later. And runes. recommend Westloom to these first things, Overwhelm to these two things, and Galewin to these first things. And these two things are just free, and Conviction and Judgment is also can use because I said you that hyper skill get effect by cooldown reduction, and it is also contain the Queen-like charge or Conviction and Judgment loom. Conviction Judgment or Conviction Judgment is happening in KR now. And you can say, Agam, it is same skill, or our max loon slot is 8, but your recommendation is too many. Just select in this based on your hobby. My loon is based like this. Yes, my loon is happen like this. So just change by situation. If you need more sticker, use Overwhelm Loom to the Nate farm, but if it is not needed, then just give rest to Nate farm. It is just free. And gem case, priority is like that. First things you should buy is damage gem to the Barrage mode, and cooldown to the gravity and flame. And these three things are most important things, and next things are just free. Just give the normal skill, which have the high damage percent, cooldown and damage gems. Just your selection. And I said you, if you use the energy field, give cooldown gem to energy field. But if you not use it, if you will use the 5 damage gem, then you should give the 5 damage gem, and 5 damage gem means you have the 3 main skills. So give the cooldown gem to them, 4 normal skills, and cooldown gem to them, and cooldown gem to Nate farm plus flamethrower. There is no free slot. But if you use the 4 damage gem build, means you have the main 3 skills, Barrage 1 damage and normal 3 skills, and add the 3 normal skills of cooldown each, and flamethrower and Nate farm. Then you have the additional slot. Then give the EF cooldown, and one is selection. Forward cooldown or that ES cooldown or turret cooldown, turret damage, it is just selection based on if you use the EF or not. And also T3 or T4 gem. If your one skill damage percent is higher than 30%, don't need to make the tier 4 8 level gem. If your the tier 3 gem is 10. So Barrage mode is more than 70%. So don't change this Barrage damage gem to the tier 4 if tier 4 is open, and except Barrage damage gem, make all skills to the tier 4. And if you have thinking to buy the tier 4 9 level or 10 level, then it is stronger than tier 3 10 level. But in here, tier 4 9 level is very similar with tier 3 10 level gem. So if you don't have thinking to buy the tier 4 10 level gem to Barrage mode, just use the tier 3 10 level Barrage gem is best. That's why I just use the Barrage damage gem with tier 3. And next, Elixir. Just use critical set, and if you use the Hology crit build I said in here, then now in Pant, additional damage option is stronger than that crit damage. Engraving, Grudge, Adrenaline, Kimblunt Weapon, Curse Door, these first things are essential, and can select in static state, Hitmaster, AoA. Most strongest is static state, stabilized state, but in here, if you use these engravings, there are so many things to thinking if you use the Adolphine, that's why I don't use it. And Hitmaster vs AoA. But in here, Act Turret, I said you in this note, this last note, is don't get the effect by AoA, but get the effect by Hitmaster. That's why I use the Hitmaster now. But I said you that this new hyper skill with the second node, you can make to the casting skill can get the AoA effect. So before this hyper skill is released, delete the AoA is the right build, but after that hyper skill is released, AoA is thinkable things because there is no information about that node because of that delay if you choose that node etc. So I will make the new video about it. But so AoA Hitmaster is free. So choose one engraving in these three things. Stone. Just 9.7 is stronger than 9.6. 9.6 is stronger than 9.7 with AoA, and it is stronger than 7.7 is happened. Because AoA is very trash when you use with the stone. But each step damage difference is just 1%. And thinking the gold efficiency, just use the stone you have now because there are many things you can stronger like that honing, or lilac boot, or gem, or that accessory options, etc. So many things you should use gold in tier 4. So just use the stone now. And hyper skill. That combo of that hyper skill is similar. They're very easy. Just T, Q, and W, E. You can change the W and E options. And in here, because there is no supporter now, but if I thinking I have the earning set in here, then use TQ. Use TQ, then this Q skill have the all that synergy options because the Q is faster. And ult. First ult is better. Second is hard to full hit. And let me show you this first ult and second ult option. Cutscenes and then like this. And let me show you the second ult. Second ult, you should know many things. There is land damage and shoot the laser, and if boss is near him, then he shoot the missile and back jump. This missile back jump have the very high damage, so it is essential to summon this robot to the boss because of the land damage and that missile damage. So let me show you if I summon this some distance, no land damage, and shoot the laser, and just shoot the gun, no missile offense. Like this. And you can move him to the ship like that machinist drone. Then he don't hit it. Like this. So thank you for watching.